Hello, I'm Andrew Armstrong. Welcome to the back office. I appear to be having performance issues right now, so I'm not sure whether or not this is the case, but maybe you can let me know in the chat if that is happening, and I'm going to rectify that if so. Right, I'm pausing my download. I was downloading a bit of Unreal Tournament 2004 and I thought potentially that might be the issue. And looking at my meter in the corner there, it's saying it's okay again. So that probably was the fix. Good. Now, without further ado though, I am going to load up some Kerbal and we'll see if that's working. The issue is I have a lot of downloading going on. I was downloading obviously Unreal Tournament, but I have a several 100 GB S3 bucket synchronization going on at the same time. So that's basically going to drain my resources for downloading, which normally doesn't affect uploading, but there is a bit of two-way communication. You can't really have one totally without the other. But that's it now, so good. I think it seems to be working. So I'm going to load up a bit of Kerbal. I just realised I haven't set my audio playback source back to my headset, which is pain in the buttocks, because it means I'll probably have to shut down the app and load it back up again. But let's just see. Yeah, music's coming out the wrong place, but it might load up quicker the second time. There we go. So Unreal Tournament 2004, that's the game I'm downloading. I kind of decided I've got to start synchronizing my Steam library because my Xbox took a bit of a tumble off the old deck the other day, and I do have a spare Xbox, but it makes me, I'm wary now about using it in that location because it also might take a spell, which is kind of annoying really, because I've lost my media center capabilities. So there'll be a back office video over there soon of me probably dismantling that Xbox and trying to figure out what's going on with it. Right, so I'm going to fire up some Kerbal. Let's see if we can get this full screen. Once you go full screen, by the way, you lose the menu. So I'm just kind of random clicking. Found it. I kind of want a new game. No. There we go. Let's try a sandbox game. I heard sandbox gives you everything. All the things, all the time, from the start. And I've moved the chat window now over to this side, which is a little bit more natural, I think, in the viewing window. So I'm not just sort of staring off randomly on the wrong side. Like, take me a little bit of time to get used to that. So now it seems we've got a lot more stuff we can do here, like a huge tracking station, huge R&D, huge astronaut. Everything's grown here. So I suppose we could start with a rocket, but I'd quite like the idea of building an aeroplane. So as far as I can tell, building an aeroplane is pretty much exactly the same as building a rocket, apart from when you start placing the pieces, they're sort of sideways on. And down here, where you've got your symmetry modes, you've got basically only a couple just to do left and right. So there is our, I don't know what you want to call that, fuselage. I mean, I'm not seeing many body pieces here for a plane. I thought you'd have long, thin stuff here. We just got to quickly look through. That's it, isn't it? Cargo bay. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. These parts look huge. You can build really massive stuff. I think I'm still like just way too small in my ambition here. Let's just get a fuel tank and just go for it, shall we? Fuel tanks. Man, there's a lot of stuff here, isn't there? Look at all this stuff. I can't even remember what fuel tanks go in. Fuel tank. There we go. Massive selection of them. 2.5 meter to Mark 2. So these are obviously all just progressions, I think, when you're going through the game. You obviously are getting all these bigger and bigger and bigger pieces, and all these adapting pieces to go between them. So we need an engine now. God, they're so huge. Rapier. Look at that stuff. That looks awesome. That is some seriously cool looking stuff. How about wings? So much. This game is bonkers. I kind of feel... Oh, that would be cool. I kind of feel that I need to sort of play it properly in like in a normal career mode and work my way up to these. Otherwise, you're just never gonna fully understand that. Oh yeah, that is some Firefox stuff right there. Look at that bad boy. Needs a bit of wheels, I think. A few wheels. Medium, small landing gears. Yeah, baby, yeah. Where would you put them though? I don't think. Okay, let's try on the wing, shall we? That's okay. That works. No, 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 no. That does not work. Let's not do that. So all the landing gears now really have to kind of be on the body, unless I can figure out how one actually changes the. I think that's okay at an angle. That would be all right. But yeah, it's going to have to be on the body, because if you have it on the wing, it's going to be way too short. I'll figure out how you do that, and no doubt you will. Don't want it wonk. Boom. But even that looks a bit wonk. Anyway, let's just try it at that, I think. Nice. Let's go for it. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? I'm going to try to turn on SAS and some of those things right away. Okay, off to a bad start now. That's two for two. Now it looks like to me, but I didn't spend any time to work out how the actual control surfaces are hooked up, and if there is even a way of hooking them up. So when I do left, you can see this tail is doing that. They're sort of like elevons, aren't they? The wings themselves are just static. They're not doing anything. This is going to be a problem. Yeah, it's just never going to fly. So let it finish blowing up. The graphics are quite nice though, aren't they? Really, let's be fair. It's not a bad game. How do I get back? Okay. I think I'm going to have to just build a new one. There's something weird now. Bollocks, wrong thing. Try again. It's just as quick to just rebuild that than find out where it all went. Let's have a quick look through here too. Get our fuel tank. And our engines is. I think we used the rapier, didn't we, last time? Yeah. So let's see, really. We probably need to see what's going on with this. So control surface, tail fin. So it really is a tail fin, so it should be mounted as a tail fin. Right. Wing, wing, wing. Yes, we have wings. Like a bird. Come on now. Let's be sensible, please. Let's be sensible, young man. Yeah, that's pretty good. Don't use any canards. Canards, that's why we went wrong last time. That should be on the front. Tail? Tail anywhere? Tail? Fin? Tail fin. Maybe that will do the trick. That's huge. Look at the size of that bloody thing. That is amazing. I can't wait to see some of these absolutely ginormous. That's a canard, but I'm going to put it on the back just in case. You can't. Can we actually control it? No. Control Z. I do like that Control Z is doable. I think if we're going to use one, we're going to do it that way though, for aesthetic reasons. That's definitely got something of the Firefox in it. Steerable landing gear. I don't think we need that, but this... What is going on with this whole landing gear cockblattery? I think I just got to sort of just go with two sets. Hello, it looks like it's legs akimbo. His legs akimbo, man. Right. Okay, good. Clear the runway. So basically the old rocket was sitting there. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking fine. Absolutely shit. Is the video working? I need to check. I'm just sort of commenting on the side window because I've got a YouTube window thing open telling me that it's not working. Your video is not working. I tell you what, I'm going to go and stop my other download for a moment. One moment. Behind the screen of mystery I go. Don't stare behind the green screen. Okay, I nixed that. Hopefully that should work now. That'll be something a bit better. This is all very pants today. I don't know where the old internet has got to. Let's see if that picks up. If that's better, say aye. Aye, lad. Oh! That is pretty cool. Now, is there a button for landing gear? Toggle gear. Oh yeah! That looks like a mighty fast plane. It's doing 490 meters per second. I don't know what speed is like, you know, Mach 2 and all of those things, but it could be close. Now I'm hoping my video is working again. YouTube is telling me that my video output is too low. So if you hear me saying, is it too low? Oh, what happened? Just as I was going to bank to turn... it's kind of banking the wrong way too. I think I ran out of fuel basically because it's basically a rocket plane. It's not an aeroplane, so it doesn't have a normal turboprop engine or something. I'm not sure I can make it back now. I was going to try to come back for a landing. Although, let's bring the gear in because we're not going to have enough fuel. Well, we don't have any fuel anyway, but with all that drag. No, someone should have gone to Specsavers. Oh, that is not looking good. I like this plane too, so I think it's worth persevering with it. I might need to see what other kind of engines are available. There's all sorts of hacks for this, so people just mod it like hell, so you can have like atomic engines and things that just give you as much as you want. Okay, right, we know it. We know it's. See, I don't know. When you pause the game, sometimes it seems to let you just sort of start again, but I think you have to have a proper death basically, so let's just let this plummet into the sea. And then maybe it will let me do that. Yes, revert to space being hang. Alright, nice, so now we can do some mods. That's what we want. So it has limited fuel because it's a clearly a rocket, not an actual engine. Just chatting in the chat window there again, asking about stream quality. I think we've got issues. So if we remove this engine wasn't still. Oh, if we remove the engine, you remove everything. Okay, let's cancel that. All right. I don't know what that red thing is. The red part of mystery. Okay, guys, I'm just going to keep going with the video, and I'm going to ignore what YouTube's saying because YouTube clearly is crap. Oh, so Mach 2 is 686, so we were pretty fast then. I like the idea. The ship looks good, but I think we need, if we could get more fuel in, would probably be a good start. But it's starting to look a bit crazy. How do I put that on? So I saw on the news today that Trump was threatening North Korea, but something about being a rocket man. I'm a rocket man. Now, we had a conversation yesterday about Star Trek Continuum, and I have to say, that looks amazing. I did have a little sneaky peeky looky, and I can't wait. I think it looks like a really nice kind of bit. It's almost like a sort of reboot. Oh, there is a turbofan. Woohoo! Shit! What the heck? What is that a turbofan for? Jeez. Now there's all sorts of things in this game so that you can, you know, see what's going on in terms of the center of mass and those things. I don't know how you do that, so I'm not going to do that right now. So this is a turbofan, but look, it's weird because it's kind of has to be mounted. Maybe you can just mount that kind of internally. Let's see. So we pop the ship apart. Do you just pop that like that? Do you? Alright, that's not going to work. I think we just want to try this rocket ship out one last time though before, you know, binning it. I don't think it needs a name. Rocket Man. So A and D are now the wrong way round still. Although they look to me, if you look at that rear, alright, but because you've got these little tail thingies, dealy bops messing with you, that probably just messes up the flight dynamics. But let's just do it. I'm watching my liquid fuel gauge now. Whoa! A bit skittish. If you just try to do any sort of steering thing on the runway, it goes a bit, I'm going to say, mental. So yeah, don't do that. I think it could be just because of the configuration of the wheels, and they're not steerable wheels, so it's probably pivoting its centre of gravity or something over on the wheels. Afterburner. Come on! Fly, damn you, fly! Right, so there was something. We have basically doubled the mass of this without increasing any of the engine-y things. So I think I need to just launch straight full afterburner and hope that there's enough runway. God, this steering is so... We're done. We're done with this design. Hey Simon, how are you, sir? How's your Commodore 64s? Have you... Are you playing with C64s tonight like everybody seems to be, or have you decided against that as a general rule in life? Bin it all. Bin all of that. Bin that. Bin your Commodore 64s. You don't want it. You don't need it, sir. That's a big ass wing. So I wonder if you can use sort of ramjet engine. These look so cool. I wonder if you can use these parts in your rockets designs themselves. I mean, I don't know what if you just decided that was going to be your aeroplane, would it let you? I want this to be my plane. That's it. I'm done. Surely it wouldn't just let you take that out. I mean, that looks freaking cool. This would be cool if you could just get it into space without having to deal with the planet stuff. So if you were just doing a launch, you know, straight from Mars. How do you get it center? I think these are tools here. Is it snap? I've got a snap here. Yes. We're learning about this. It's like learning a new CAD tool, isn't it? Okay. So you're having a break from the Commodore 64, so you're going to play on some Mega CD, Neo Geo, PlayStation. Yeah, it's weird what you do. It does get like that where you just tend to... Okay. Oh! What's missing? Probably some fuel. How do you just... I don't know how you abort this now. Let's have a quick look. Bugger. How do you abort a mission? Go back to the Space Center. You cannot move with last save state. Last save 39 seconds ago. Well, alright. I'm happy to go back 39 seconds. Hopefully that plane's still there. So the reason you don't necessarily jump back, you can make loads of objects in this, satellites, all sorts, and they can all be carrying out their missions. So you wouldn't necessarily, even though you're basically want to skip something, you might you'd want to just sort of keep it going for that stuff. So that's why that has that whole limit. Oh, that's okay. That still looks pretty friggin' cool. I'm not sure if there's any... let's have a quick look though. Okay, so I've just cleared the runway of my existing V1 version of this. I've just realised there might not be anything to steer. It does seem to jump around, but that could be that front wheel. Oh, these wheels steer too. Why do you need steerable front wheels when you got steerable backs? Okay, I'm guessing a ramjet engine doesn't actually start unless you're flying, so potentially we'll need a booster, but if I keep scrapping missions in this way... Revert flight, what does that do? Oh, there you go, revert. Done. So we need something to give this a bit of speed first. Yeah, that looks legit. That is clearly the worst thing you could ever do. Do you see what happens? I think we will. Looks like it needs a little nose cone though. Nose cone. God, there's so many things when you turn on everything. Protective nose cone. It's huge. Get on there. Obviously not compatible with whatever that part is. Screw it. It's good enough. It's good enough. So, it's going to just blow up. That's part of the fun of this game, isn't it? Alright, it didn't do anything. And it just tumbled. Yeah. Oh, look, there's your guy. He's there, he's running off. Try that again, just launch it right away before it has a chance to fall over. Go! Yeah, I think I was definitely a lot more successful with the old rockets. Yeah, so Simon, yeah, this is Kerbal. It's like Kerbal again. Again, roll eyes. It is. But it's Kerbal in the sandbox mode, so that I'm trying to at least figure out how to build an aeroplane. And admittedly, and other people on the channel right now will attest, it has not been successful. I seem to be lacking the essential fundamentals of air flight here. So those delta wing, was that the one we had? That's huge. Okay, that's clearly too huge a wing. Wing. What about a winglet? A winglet sounds cute, but I don't think you can steer with it. Tail fin. So these are massive though. These are obviously just for some sort of giant plane you can build. Maybe you just can't build a small plane kind of successfully here. I mean, that's cack, that wing. Right, let's just pop that on there. Wing strake. I think it definitely needs a wing strake, whatever one of those is. If this doesn't work, I'm going to go back to rockets. Just fly a bit and I'll be happy. So Fair Fight 14, you've been going through the tutorials. That, it seems like cheating. Okay, that didn't work. I've already crashed my... Come on! Come on! That, yeah. Bollocks. I'm just not getting on with this, am I? Hang on. I've spotted the fault here. Someone omitted to turn on the mirroring mode. Okay, that should be a little bit better. That looks so weak, didn't it? It was so weedy, that engine. So that's putting out how many? 60. This one's 2. So that one is rubbish. That engine is just rubbish. You're not going to get anywhere with that. That is much better. And also, because it is based on sort of rocket technology, it does look like you can actually have a bit of fun by building stages. So you could have a launch stage. And I'm going to put these little puff engines on there. These little weird puffs. So some of those engines are like monopropellant reaction engines for using in space. So where you have RCS, I believe that's what that is. Again, not really reading any instructions. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. That's more like it. That's more like it. Maybe I ought to throttle down a bit. Okay. I mean, to be fair, it's not bad, is it? It's a bit fast. I mean, I don't know how I throttle up gradually. There we go. So I used up my mono repellent, obviously, instantly, and now I've used up all my other fuel as well. So I've got to be a bit cautious. I don't know how you lock the view behind, but let's get our landing gear down. I think we're going straight down, which is an interesting... We're not gliding, we're just falling. Let's see if I can bring that back online. Come on now. Yes! Come on! There you go, that's my first takeoff and landing. I like this guy. I think it's worth persevering with this ship. I think that... Right, finally we've got a platform. So we had a problem with monopropellant and that we only had a tiny amount of it, and we actually only had a tiny amount of main fuel. So I don't know how you get additional monopropellant, but let's just see if there's a mono tank. Monopropellant tanks. Yes, there are. That's fine. Let's put this one on here. Well, 80 or 250. 250 sounds better. Doesn't look like it's much bigger physically. So that was good, and I think the wings seemed a bit rubbish. So I don't know if we can just pimp the wings by adding a bit more wingage. I can try. Now there was a button. There was an advanced mode here. What does that do? Aerodynamic overlay. Center of thrust. Ah, perfect. Center of mass. So we are very front heavy, and you can see here this aerodynamic overlay. I think we've got to make this longer, a wee bit longer. And I think we can do that by adding another bit more fuel tank anyway. We were talking about doing that, weren't we? Of regular fuel. Regular fuel. That's really long though. How about that one? Tiny though, it's got a really tiny surface area. There you go. The centre of mass now is a bit further forward. Again, not too sure though about the centre of thrust. All the same, we'll just put these here for now. And we'll just give that a little go. I think that's looking like something something that'll work. The flying car! Simon, what would you do for a flying car? I believe that was the joke at the end of that. Okay. I'm not sure what my takeoff speed is. It's like playing Aviator on the BBC Micro. Ah, I don't have it yet. More. Ah, okay. Start with afterburners, I think. That's the what I've learned from that. We'll just instantly start with afterburners. Okay. Right, let's do this. We've only got that tiny little tail actually to try to give us lift. That's the problem. Okay, fine. Fine, fine, fine. I think it could be because I moved these dudes. Because we were using these to give us sort of reaction. If I put it here on the tips of the wings... I don't understand what these things are telling me enough to really be able to sort of... Let's just check this out. Are they moving? Yeah, I've knackered that. Not a problem. Let's just figure out how we're going to get more... We need some elevators, basically. And I don't know why these wings don't do it. Elevons! Elevons! Oh, you have to add them separately. Separately. This is fine, but what's weird is how do you add them to a swept wing? Or do you have to? Does it care? See what I mean? Some of these games might not really care how you add it as long as they're there, so maybe that's enough. Yeah, I think allowing people to fly around in flying cars would definitely be a mistake. It's not something I'd want to do. But with automation, perhaps. Come on, have we got more lift now? Clearly not. No. No. But when cars are flying themselves and stuff, I guess, who cares? Let's do that there. That looks more normal, doesn't it? If you think of an aeroplane. It does give us the opportunity to add something else. Oh, we could have put canards on the front. Oh well. Delta wing, tail, tail fin. Oh, oh, tail fin. Oh, oh, tail fin. That's looking pretty ludicrous. So if it doesn't look like an aeroplane that can fly, then it probably can't fly. Because I think that's how humanity has clearly developed aeroplane technology. I noticed, by the way, in the video stream that I'm a little thing in the corner. My whole video is obviously getting cropped down from whatever my standard resolution is. So you're just seeing me bunched up there. Yet again, something else to fix. Yeah! What was that? I lost an engine. How did I lose an engine? A whole engine. Throttling down. More. Okay, so the monopropellant engines aren't really enough to keep you aloft potentially. So we'll let's just try that again, shall we? I'll do a bit of a more gradual takeoff so I don't freak out. So you did buy Tailspin. Wow, you bought Tailspin for the Game Gear. I'm kind of tempted to buy a Game Gear. I did have one, but I just don't know. I just don't know. I think I've got enough toys right now. That's a problem. Too many toys. Okay, let's see if we can find out how much thrust we need to keep this bad boy flying. It seems to want to point down. Ooh, he's a bit twitchy. Whoa, okay. Nice. I'm going to see if I can just bring her around. If anybody knows how to lock the camera view, I'd be really pleased about that. We're currently flying at 10,000 feet. Sound a bit low. Whoa, okay. There we go. That's alright, isn't it? That's alright. He's doing alright. Jebediah Kerbal. He's doing okay. The lad done good. I would quite like to get back towards land now because I feel the need to land before we... that way. No! Other way. Stop. Stop. Yeah. 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 No. No. How do we turn our liquid fuel engine back on? No. Okay. We're quite high though, to be fair. I think I've got a bit of time to play with, but we have a liquid fuel engine now that won't engage. Let's see how you might do that. No. Ah well. That was them done. They don't like that. They don't like it up 'em. Be nice to see if we can get this down though. Down, boy. Get it down to Chinatown. What's that down there? There's a little thing flickering on the runway. Well, on the field rather, not the runway, but I bet that's one of the old little Kerbals. Maybe I'm just aiming for him. It, her. We seem to be coming down a little bit fast. No air brakes. Let's feather it a little bit. No! Oh no! It was going so well. You'll be alright. Jeez. No! That's fun. I mean, I know you're supposed to play these games in a certain way, you know, doing missions and being quite serious about it. But I'm just one of those people who messes with sandbox games, just messes with them. Grand Theft Auto, I did play a little bit of the missions, but I don't think I've had more fun than just going around driving off stuff, you know, messing around. We need a tail fin. Was that the tail fin we used? I don't think it was. Oh well, let's just put that kind of tail fin. Oh. So what else do we think this plane needs? I think it could be a bit faster on takeoff, to be fair. No. I like the idea of these engines. These are using the liquid fuel, so it could be a bit more controllable than those mono-propellant ones. There we go. Let's see if that gives us any discernible difference. So Simon, regarding fuel, there's some sort of infinite fuel mods and stuff, so you don't even have to worry about fuel if you just want to practice with your design work. Woohoo! I'm a rocket plane! Rocket plane! Where did my fuel go? Yeah! That was good. I'm trying to think, how would you do constructive criticism, aka a shit sandwich? Bye bye, Fair Fight 14. Tea time sounds like a good idea. I like your approach, but I think you need more practice and execution. Alright, let's start by turning on the SAS. Come on. To turn that on. Let it settle down. Okay, now we begin. Gonna just get it settled on the runway. Now we're gonna boost. There we go. Because remember, it is still a rocket, right? So you need to control it as such. We're up. There we go. How nice. Gear up. Although that front wheel is a bit lame. I might need to sort that. Why does my engine go out? What was that about? I've no idea why the engine basically blows itself out. I'm going to go inside the cockpit. I think it's a bit easier to fly it. Yeah, he said. It kind of wants to fly in a straight line, which would be great for a rocket. Shit. More power, please. Oh, more power, more power. This craft is unsuitable for flight. So, Simon, making it a more unstable craft. Well, yeah, apparently the centre of gravity does change as you use up fuel too. So you've got a lot of potential gotchas there. I saw someone though made an actual helicopter. So I'm trying to think, what did they use? Did they use something from here, or maybe they had to mod it? But they had definitely a spinning helicopter. I kind of feel like I want to just go and build a rocket now. Yeah, come on. Let's try a rocket. Don't save. Because look how big those rocket parts are. It means you can build a really amazing, amazing rocket, right? Let's try that. So we need a cockpit. Okay, that does look bigger than... Let's put it up here, shall we? Look at that. This isn't your just regular dingus rocket here. Like that. Look at the scale. Can we find something that actually bolt on here? No, we need to go bigger. There you go. So what is that? Fuel tank. Fuel tank. Yes. This is looking like a rocket that's going to take you to Mars. Bit more? Alright, that's enough. Engine. We had a big ass looking engine there a second ago. Ooh, yeah. That's definitely rocket-like. Boosh. Let's try that. I think that's definitely... It's putting a bit more fire in my belly seeing this. And I know it hasn't got parachute. It's not. This is a deadly rocket. You wouldn't want to be in this one. Oh. I didn't even have the stability control turned on, but it was just, I'm stable, I'm huge. This is what the space shuttle should have been, shouldn't it? Maybe some boosters though. I think it needs some boosters. Will we get to escape velocity? It looks like it's slowing down, if anything. Okay, good. No, that's good. I think we want to just start building on this already. It's already awesome. It's already going to be good. I can see that. It's already a pretty massively cool piece of kit. So let's get some solid boosters on there. Oh, they're so tiny solid boosters. That's maybe a bigger looking solid booster. It looks just really realistic, doesn't it? Just like the real shuttles that you used to see on telly when you were a wee lad or lass. So we got that. We'll need a nose cone, which is normally where you put the parachute. What have we got? Parachute, Is that just a big parachute? Yeah. Let's put maybe some radial mount parachutes as well. We're at the moment trying to bring back everything, like as if it was a space shuttle. So I think I'm going to go with a few parachutes. Yeah, baby. Let's do it. See you later, Simon. All the best. Okay. It's time to do this, guys. Go! Today... okay. I may have made a mistake here in my grouping. Screw you! We're going with parachutes! No, that's not going to work. Okay, no problem. Those boosters were like nothing, weren't they? They just didn't give anything. It needs like the main engine on as well. I think we need something else to help it. Like more. The capital MOAR. We're going to need way more. Fortunately, I think you can do something like put booster on the booster. And then put more boosters on the booster. I think that works for me. So where are these boosters? All of them. Make sure they're in the right group. You want them all to go off at the same time. The only thing is those boosters don't look cool enough because they don't have little nosy cones. I can never remember where the hell those are. Search, of course. Nose. Too small. Just right. Fast boy. Introducing the fast boy. Did I fix the parachute problem? You can actually reconfigure groupings afterwards if you want. You can see here, you can still add and remove them. But oh, is it me, or do they look a little bit springy? Let's do it. Let's go. Oh crap, I didn't put the detaching things to lose these. Bugger. Let's crash it. No. You can't even do anything with that rocket at that point. It's on its own. Shoot. Not a problem. Let's put that over there. What you've got to do is make sure, if you're doing this, you've got your these decoupling things. Okay. How many are we going to put in? 4? They were wobbling though, weren't they? But I can't see how you can stop them wobbling. Right. Decoupler. Let's add it. I'm going to add a separate stage between decouple and main engine. Although we do need the main engines at the same time. Let's go with that, shall we? Right. I think we're going to be good. We're going to be good. So as soon as the solid fuel runs out, we're going to detach those. I've got a hell of a roar in my ears. I can hardly hear anything. Woo, it gets louder. This is a serious bit of kit. This is a heavy launcher. This is your Saturn V. Elon, eat your heart out. It does look like it's getting dark, as if it's melting, but don't worry about that too much. We're climbing like a homesick angel. Ready for detaching the boosters. Booster separation. They don't want to. Why didn't they decouple? Okay. Not sure how that worked or why that didn't work, but I think the... Oh, there's the mounts. The boosters weren't actually attached to them. So, fine. Well, we're definitely in space now. That's our trajectory. So if we want to get into some sort of orbit, we're going to need to start vectoring before we run out of fuel. Let's check it. Way. Let's cut the engine, save a bit of fuel. What goes up must come down. We're still very much on a vector that will see us dead. Why is it showing an aeroplane? So we have to go for a long burn. You see the blue circle? That's our velocity vector. To actually just change that, we're going to have to do like add a lot of force in a particular direction. And we are about to run out of fuel. Yes, we've not got into orbit. We definitely need to change it significantly to do that, but we've definitely prolonged our death. Should have probably been a bit more aggressive with that from the start. Still, there we go. We're about to start coming back in. Again, we can't get rid of these bloody engines. Ooh, let's just check how much crew report. We actually have quite a lot of charge. We're a wee bit too hot there. Okay, let's just revert back to the assembly bay. Fix up that booster issue. That little minor booster issue there of them not being on the mount. Yes, much better. That looks so cool. Heat management. Anything to help with heat management here? Anyway, let's see. Heat. Heat shield. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth investing in that. Screw it. Let's just do it. It's fine. I'm more concerned about getting my boosters off and seeing how that affects flight. So what we're going to do is tilt the rocket. Oh my life! Look at that thing. That does not look good. Oh, we've lost our engine. Okay. It does look like potentially I could do with a few more of those. Now, does that look like it's actually going to lock them off for me? Oh, that did do it. That did do it. That was quite a tilt indeed. That's more of a tilt than I was planning on. But maybe less of a tilt than I could have achieved. Oh, that is just not on, is it? Look, they're not even connected. What does that mean? What it means, I'm guessing, is that I'm going to have to pop that off. Which one? It does look like it's only kind of bolting onto one of those at a time, which is a bit annoying. There you go. That does look cool though, doesn't it? I kind of want to just see that. What does that do? Because they can't, you know, flop around if they're hooked on like that. That is bonkers. Prepare to lose couplers. Woohoo! I'm trying to turn it over. There we go. If anything, though, it is spectacular. More speed. There you go. They're back to being floppy. I think that was it. That's a good mission. All in all. Crew report, yes please. I don't know how you get rid of these. Oh, that's it, you just click elsewhere. Time warp. We've learned a valuable lesson potentially about parachutes. No, I think we're just still a bit high. Yeah! That's how you want it. That's fine. A successful mission all round. And now time for the science. Let's do this thing. Let's science the water. EVA report. Yes, please. Take surface sample. Yes, please. Now you can get back out. F to climb. Having a bit of trouble, are we? Climb. I wouldn't climb down. I could be in trouble here. Well, maybe you don't need to climb. Surely if you go underneath you can get to the door that's underwater. Can you actually do first person? No, you can't do first person on the Kerbal. And that's that. So I think that's enough of Kerbal Space Program. I'm going to resume my download, so at least we'll get to try Unreal Tournament or something next time if you're in for a bit of adventure. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I hope you have a lovely time. Watch a bit of Rick and Morty, eat some lasagna or pizza. That'd be my advice. And yeah, chill out with some Netflix. As ever, thank you for watching. Bye bye.